Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my spoilerish review, I guess, of House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 1, Son for a Son. This is, great to be back. Genuinely really good to be back. This is quite an episode. They hit the ground running. I did wonder where they were going to go with this, of course, because the end of Season 1 ended up with Prince Aemond chomping up his cousin. It was pretty brutal. Vhagar chewing up the dragon, and his cousin, the son of Queen, I guess now, or Princess, depending where you sit on it. Rhaenyra, pretty brutal stuff, quite frankly. This is, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think this is Matt Smith's best role to date. I think he's so good in this. I think he's so good as Prince Daemon. So good. The future king, hopefully. We shall see. Because I don't know what happens. So, let's hit the ground running. The reason why I have to talk some spoilers in this is because it's very difficult to do a balanced review without touching on some spoilers. It really is difficult, actually. It becomes quite hard, and there are elements where you have to talk about spoilers because it's all about the theories of what to come and how it influences certain elements of the show. It's important. And this show is all about the intricacies of the sort of conspiracies that happen between individuals. So, we basically do continue where we left off. So, Queen Rhaenyra is mourning her son being killed. And it's a really powerful... All of those scenes are really powerful. So, she's mourning her loss. She's taken her dragon roughly nearby to where her son was killed, murdered, and we're seeing the drums of war begin to beat, understandably. But she's played by Emma Darcy, and she's playing it really well. Quite powerful scenes, good acting. So she's kind of absent at this point. Prince Daemon is wanting to just go balls to the wall. You know, he vies for power when Queen Rhaenyra is not there, and he's looking to take control of the situation. And he's like, right, we're going to go. We're going to go off, and we've got dragons. Let's go murder some people. Son for a son. Let's go. But he doesn't. He keeps it at bay. And over at King's Landing, what we see happening, well, actually, just there's a little bit at the start, which is nice. We see one of the Starks over at the wall. And that was really interesting, actually. So Queen Rhaenyra is obviously trying to get support from everyone within the realm. So she sends one of her sons off to go and conjure up support. I'm looking at names, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking at. There's a lot of names to remember. Now, it's nice to see the wall. It was nice to get a little bit more of the sort of heritage of it all. And whether they said any of this stuff in Game of Thrones or not, I don't remember. But it's nice to have it all back. You know, certain Starks go there, get chosen. The men that are there are basically doomed. They don't have anything for themselves. They get given a purpose. And the Stark that's there offers 2,000 men, greybeards. And obviously, the Prince Jacaerys is like, sorry, what? I think it's Jacaerys anyway. He's like, so what? Old men. And the Stark is like, yeah. And they'll fight like hell. They are battle hardened. They will fight. But it was interesting because he gets sort of talked down. He's like, you're here whilst we're waging a war. And the Stark is like, yeah, we didn't build a however many 1,000-foot snow wall to just lock in some barbarians. No. There is death out there. And obviously we know what's out there. Because we've seen it in Game of Thrones. So I think that it absolutely rings a bit more true now because of Game of Thrones as a result. Anyway, from there, back in King's Landing, there's all the politicking going on. Should we wage war? Should we not? Olivia Cook's Queen Alicent Hightower is still bonking her way through. Oh, it's not really queen anymore, is it? But she's the former Queen Hightower is bonking her way through Sir Criston Cole, still, which is fine, whatever. But it's the intricacies of the politicking, and you can see this sort of power struggle between the Queen and the Hand, so the King's mother and her father trying to advise the King now, and also King Aegon II, and then also his brother and the King's thoughts. So his brother, Prince Aemond, and the King, Aegon II, it's almost like they're going to sort of just break loose and kind of do their own thing. Now, I don't know. I don't know what happens in the story or anything like that. I don't know if there is stories about this, so I have no idea. But I enjoy that a lot. And I'm enjoying the balance of power being very unsteady. Very unsteady here. You know, who's going to ultimately get power in this situation? Will it be the more reasonable people? Because that's the thing, isn't it? The Queen and her father, the Hand, are trying to have this sort of control over the situation. But in war, is there truly control? Is it better just to strike while the iron's hot? They're trying to keep things calm. And the King, you can see he'd be happy just to completely go balls to the wall and wage war. All out war, he doesn't care. Send all the dragons, go murder everyone. Especially with his brother, Prince Aemond. So that uneasy balance is there, and I'm enjoying that quite a lot. But then the real clincher is Matt Smith's Prince Daemon comes to King's Landing, sneaks in, and basically puts a bounty on one of the boys' heads. A son for a son was what he says. But alas, the people that he sends up there with gold, he promises gold to them, to go murder one of the sons. They go and murder the King's son, the King's heir. And it is, I'm pretty certain it sounded like they chopped off his head. So it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forwards, seeing what they do. But it was really brutal. It was really brutal. And it ends, the whole episode just ends with the Queen, the now Queen, going to the old Queen, Alicent, and saying, yeah, they've killed him, they've killed the heir. And it's like, dun dun dun. Yeah. Again, like, all-out war is inevitable. And it's just being stoked little by little, little by little. But Queen Rhaenyra, when she was like, yeah, I want a son for a son. I want Prince Aemond. I want Aemond. So I think that they've inadvertently killed the wrong person, which is hilarious. But yeah, that constant stoking, fanning the flames of war. It's going to be a great season. It's going to be a really good season. But yeah, Emma Darcy does such a good job as Queen Rhaenyra. She breaks down. She looking over a local fishing village, and they've pulled out one of the dragon's wings because obviously it all sort of fell to the ocean as he got chomped up. And that's brutal. Like, it's really brutal stuff. So there you go. Not much else really to say, to be honest. It was a great episode. Really, really keen on what happens moving forwards. I will say, out of all of the streaming content that's out there, this is easily one of the best in terms of the technical details. So it opens with some fantastically beautiful shots. We follow a crow going all over the land, and then right up to, the north, basically, to the Starks and stuff like that. And it's so beautifully shot. The money is dripping on screen, but all of the acting backs it up as well. It's very good. Well worth your time. Well worth your time. So that's it. I don't really have much else to say, to be honest. Great episode. Really excited for things to come. What did you guys think? If you've seen it, let me know down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.